it to your dog or your little sister or your mom or your aunt or your stuffed animal. Or the mirror because you love yourself. How's everybody doing? We have only about 7 days left, right? Show me a do, guys. Ready? Do, do, do. Re, re, re. Mi, mi, mi. Fa, fa, fa. So, so, so. La, la, la. Ti, ti, ti. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Ti, ti, ti. La, la, la. So, so, so. Fa, fa, fa. Mi, mi, mi. Re, re, re. Do, do, do. Your turn. Intervals. Do, re, do, mi, do, do, fa, do, do, so, do, do, la, do, do, ti, do, 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 do. Let's try half steps. Ready? Do, 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 dee, 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 re, 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 mi, 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 fa, 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 fi, 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 so, 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 si, 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 la, 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 li, 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 ti, 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 do, 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 ti, 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 la, 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 li, 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 so, 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 se, 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 fa, fa, fa. Sorry about that, guys. Me, 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 re, 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 ra, 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 do, do, do. Do, mi, so? Do, mi, so, mi, do. Did I trick you? Or was it? 1, 2, ready, go. Did I trick you? Or was it? One last time. Do, mi, so, mi, do. Crazy Perryman. All right, guys. Today, I'd like you to tell me something you're going to do over the summer. Me, I am probably going to go hiking. Hiking, 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 hiking. Your turn. Probably go swimming. Swimming, 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 swimming. Your turn. And I am hoping that I'll be able to go back to the movies if they are open. Movies, movies, movies. I miss the movies out of my house. Movies, movies out of my house. Movies. Your turn. You ready to sing all the way through These Are the Presidents? Can you do it? Can you test yourself and try to do it without looking? That shall be the question of the hour. This has been, honestly, a lot of kids don't get through this, so I'm pretty proud of you guys. 4th and 5th grade, you're the first group, 2020, that have gotten through this whole song, all through 45. These are the presidents, mighty, mighty presidents, The father of our country, George Washington, was one. Two was John Adams, then Thomas Jefferson. Then was James Madison, and also James Monroe. And John Quincy Adams was number 6, you know. These are the presidents, mighty, mighty presidents, Andrew Jackson was the 7th in line. Then Martin Van Buren followed Andy's time. William Henry Harrison was next at number 9. John Tyler James, both the states were doing fine. These are the presidents, mighty, mighty presidents, Zachary Taylor, Millard Fillmore, Franklin Pierce. As James Buchanan left, things were getting fierce. Abraham Lincoln went to war so we could be one nation living in peace and liberty. These are the presidents, mighty, mighty presidents, Andrew Johnson was the boss in those days, and Ulysses S. Grant and Rutherford B. Hayes. James A. Garfield was the 20th dude, and Chester A. Arthur showed his aptitude. These are the presidents, mighty, mighty presidents, Grover Cleveland was the president then Benjamin Harrison and Grover once again. William McKinley demonstrated his skill, and Theodore Roosevelt charged up the hill. These are the presidents, mighty, mighty presidents, The next in line was William Howard Taft. Then Woodrow Wilson got to try his craft. Warren G. Harding, Calvin Coolidge, and Hoover, all of them presidential shakers and movers. These are the presidents, mighty, mighty presidents, Franklin D. Roosevelt, a truly great man, and Harry S. Truman took the mantle of command. Dwight D. Eisenhower followed close behind, and John F. Kennedy, whose fate was underlined. These are the presidents, mighty, mighty presidents, Lyndon B. Johnson, Richard Nixon, Gerald Ford, all recent presidents that history will record. Then Jimmy Carter lived on Pennsylvania Avenue, and Ronald Reagan lived there for not one term but 2. These are the presidents, mighty, mighty presidents, 1988 came a presidential push. A kinder nation elected George Bush. Oh, say, can you see with 1,000 points of light? These are the presidents. All right. These are the presidents, mighty, mighty presidents, Bill Clinton and George W. We are doing fine. Obama, Trump, they got the job. Who's the next in line? These are the presidents, mighty, mighty presidents, Give yourself a grade. 3, 2, or 1. Now, Andrew and Melina Alvarez's sister, her name is Eleni. She's in high school, and she can sing this from memory. It's amazing. So perhaps brother and sister can convince her to do it for us. Can any of you do this perfectly from memory? That would be amazing. You guys ready for our goodbye song? I have recorded this. It is on my blog, just the grad song, it says. So you can always listen to it. That's just that song. And you can also access it on my YouTube channel if you want to. So we talked all night about the rest of our lives, where we're gonna be when we're 25. We keep thinking times will never change. We keep thinking that we'll be the same. So we leave this year, we're not coming back. It's time to ride on a different track. I got something that I need to say. I'm really gonna miss you, but we'll be okay. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. 'Cause we're moving on and we can't slow down. Just like a movie that has no sound. I'll always think of Judd so much. I've learned a lot and we'll keep in touch. Through all the years we have come so far, I'll think of you when I see a star. Life's so exciting and always new. Thanks for your friendship and the times we've been through. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. plan to work hard and make my own way. I will remember what I learned right here. My hopes and dreams will help my fear. I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. I keep thinking that it's time to fly. The past is a shadow, so we must adjust. Our memories will fade, but we'll always trust. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our life change, come whatever, we will still be friends forever. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together, and as our lives change, come whatever, we will still be friends forever. And before we sign off today, I'm going to do a little quiz. Are you ready? I'm going to play a main song from each time period, and you're going to tell me which time period it is. You ready? Here is a main song from one of the time periods. So what are time periods? We had the medieval, when music was all about religion. We had the Renaissance, when music became more secular. That means outside of the church. More dancing, more social. We had Baroque, where music was all about beauty. We have, and that would be the 1600s. Hallelujah. That's from the Baroque period. We have classical period, where everything was about being organized and neat and tidy. That's Mozart. We have the Romantic period, which is not necessarily just love, it's all about deep emotions. Beethoven was on the edge of classical and romantic. You could make a case that he was a classical composer or a case that he was a romantic composer, but he did write in both of those time periods. And then we have the modern period, which anything goes. Lots of rhythm and blues and anything. So here we go. Let's see if you can guess. I'm going to mix up the time periods. So medieval, Renaissance, Baroque, classical, romantic, and modern, which is what we are technically still called. I don't know if they're of any new names for us in 2020. Here's the first one. That is the Toccata and Fugue by Bach, and Bach wrote in the Baroque period. All right, next one. There should be a hint right there. That should be another hint. You ready? The Beatles, modern period. And they're singing A Submarine. Let's see if you can sing the chorus part. Ask your mom, dad, grandma if they know the Beatles. I'm sure they will. Okay, so that was modern. Now remember, the recordings are modern, but the music is not necessarily from the modern period. Greensleeves, Renaissance. All right, next one. You'll get it right away. for Elise, which is someone that Beethoven was in love with. Pretty sure it was his brother's wife, maybe. Didn't work out. And he is, you need to put romantic. Do you feel the feels, all the feels? All right. And one more. And which one did I not include? All right, so here I am. By the way, that was Mozart, and that was called Eine kleine Nachtmusik. And it was actually classical period. How many of you knew that? So now I'm going to put in one that we left off. Did you catch which one I left off? Okay, here we go. We've done modern, we've done romantic, we've done classical, we've done Baroque, we've done Renaissance, and that is medieval. Now this person singing is actually a female, but the one that I played for you in class was a boy soprano, because boys were the only ones that were allowed to sing then. Women, girls, not equal at that time especially. But that one was a female. But what was so interesting about that piece is that it was written by a nun who worked in the church, and it was a female who wrote it, which was kind of scandalous for those times. Have a great week. Stay in touch. 5th grade, I will get to see you one more time. 4th grade, I will miss you. You know my blog. You know where to contact me. Don't be a stranger. Bye, guys.